Burrito loans. For just 4 easy payments of $5.99, you can now afford to eat at Wendy's, where you work, behind the dumpster. I'm sure you're already aware of these buy now, pay later companies that are becoming more and more mainstream. So let's get into why these services blew up in 2025 and what it means for humanity's financial future. Let's start from the beginning. Back in March of 2025, DoorDash partnered with the buy now, pay later service Klarna. This partnership allowed you to split your food delivery order into 4 interest-free payments. Order a $20 burrito with extra guac? Boom, get some immigrant to deliver it in a Category 4 hurricane while having to pay next to nothing up front. And we know you're not tipping. The only catch is that you just went into debt and agreed to make payments every 2 weeks until your interest-free slot bowl is finally paid off. But here's the real kicker. It's not just limited to DoorDash. Users started financing their larger purchases through these services too. Suddenly, things like sneakers and TVs were now just 4 easy payments away. People are afraid of this service because it means normalizing living beyond your means and spending money you have yet to earn on stuff you may literally shit out in a few hours. This type of spending can be dangerous, as factors outside of your control like being laid off or your car breaking down can cause missed payments, extra fees, and as a result you end up paying $70 for a burrito. What users need to recognize is that they're using a service where personal responsibility is the sole failing point. One slip up and Klarna owns your ass for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure why people are losing their minds at this concept like it's some revolutionary new evil. Credit cards have existed for like 70 years. Invented in the 1950s and already booming by the 1970s, as long as I've been alive you've always been able to slap a burrito on your Visa and pay it off later. The only difference being the bill arriving at the end of the month instead of being spread out over 4 bi-weekly paychecks. Actually, there's a few more differences. Unlike credit cards, every time you place an order, you're opening another line of credit. This means that after a year of financing your DoorDash, your credit report could show the 200 individual loans you took out ordering Taco Bell at 3 a.m. However, this is all dependent on which company you're financing through, as some report all of these loans to credit bureaus and others do not. Dave Ramsey loses his mind over credit cards. He believes that since a large percentage of people fall victim to excessive spending on credit, then credit cards should be avoided altogether. He's absolutely right. You cannot get into debt without using a debt instrument. Who would have thought? However, this fails to account for the benefits of responsible credit card use. Often rewards are attached. Don't forget the opportunity cost gained by delaying payments. That can be useful for investing, or paying off your drug dealer so you don't get kneecapped. But where both of these products benefit the responsible user is in the building of one's credit. Now, it might not be much, but since these buy now, pay later services often don't require a credit check to get a loan, it can be useful for those of you watching who had their leased BMW repossessed, which is probably at least half of my viewers. However dangerous these services are, it doesn't seem like they're going anywhere. Currently, around 90 million Americans are reported to have used one of these companies for at least one purchase in 2025, and these numbers are only rising. It seems like people are getting more and more financially illiterate in a time of endless information. We're drowning in Dave Ramsey podcasts and TikTok finance gurus, yet here we are, financing Chipotle like it's a new car. Let's get seriously dystopian now. I'm talking Blade Runner 2049 shit.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
I'm jacked to the tits!
Americans are handing out more and more control of their money each year. Not just to apps, but to algorithms. AI is rapidly advancing towards autonomous personal finance, where algorithms handle budgeting, saving, investing, and even spending decisions on your behalf. Concepts like money on autopilot or refi robots are emerging, with AI refinancing debt, negotiating bills, or automatically allocating funds without human input. Robo-advisors already have tools that can automate investments and payments. And experts even predict that AI will soon make proactive decisions, like blocking impulse buys or redirecting money to savings. You will be able to delegate authority over your finances to an AI robot because it's more likely to produce a greater outcome than your current financial habits. Now that AI financial advisors have been established, let's make them mandatory. Unlikely? Yes, I agree. But we've already got real-world precedents for losing financial autonomy. If someone is deemed legally incapable of managing their own finances due to cognitive decline, mental health issues, or severe financial irresponsibility, courts can appoint a guardian to manage their finances. This tends to happen with aging populations, like dementia patients or exploitation victims. The guardian controls spending, bills, and assets. This means complete and involuntary loss of control of one's personal finances, often permanent until reversed. So what does this have to do with burrito loans? Imagine racking up too much buy now, pay later debt on DoorDash. Missed payments end up tanking your credit, collections hit, and a judge deems you retarded and irresponsible. The court appoints you an AI financial advisor that takes over your accounts. It blocks DoorDash orders, auto-pays your bills, and invests the rest. Say you wanted that extra guac because it's the only thing green you've seen for months. Nope, not without approval from the algorithm. Welcome to the end times of personal finance, folks. We've been living beyond our means for decades. Now people are just doing it in 4 easy payments. We're slowly inching towards a future where missing a few $10 payments means a court-appointed AI babysitter for your bank account. So all this goes to say, don't finance your food. Or do, I don't really care.
Now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state the fact, something or else of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full and traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way.